I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and let's just start off with my ridiculous powder saga. So I had hauled the Ulta Beauty color correcting setting powder, I believe it was last week, and I got the shade, oh, I almost dropped it, Pink Rose. Loved it. Borderline dupe with a flower nose circus powder that you guys know I love. So this has got a pink tint to it, right? Well, I bought 4 more of them. I don't think that Ulta is going to be like, you know, removing the product anytime soon because they just relaunched their entire makeup range and stuff. But I just wanted to be safe. I've actually been wearing this powder more than my flower nose Huda mixture. I still absolutely, obviously that's like the gold standard for me. It's what I compare every other setting, under eye setting powder to. But this stuff is just great. And then I had read a comment saying that the translucent version didn't have water in it, because this one has water in it, as does the flower nose circus powder, and that ingredient water being in here is what kind of led me to purchase it in the first place. So I wanted to purchase it and just see if by chance, because there's like a little notation on there that says that the ingredients are subject to change and stuff like that. And since this was relaunched, I thought, well, maybe it just had some old labeling or something like that. So I did a pickup in store, and I got the translucent version. And this translucent version does not have the ingredient water in it, but the cover of the cap on this one also is not the one that's on the Ulta website. So I purchased it on the Ulta website as a pickup in store. So that's what the cover was supposed to look like. So I'm still thinking that maybe I'll try to order one online. Again, we gotta go down the rabbit hole, okay? And see if, you know, that version has water in it or not. This one doesn't, and this is the one that I got, even though I ordered one that looked like that. So I'm still kind of hopeful that the translucent has water in it in the new version. So we're gonna get that at some point. But in any event, it's really interesting that this one, just called setting powder, which is a translucent, and this is actually what I have got underneath my eyes today to set my concealer, is very similar feeling and looking to the pink one that I bought, the newer version, that has water in it. So this is just a really great powder as well. I'm going to still, you know, like I said, do that experiment and get the one with the newer like cap on it just to double check. But these powders from Ulta, you guys, man, these are so nice. Such a nice under eye setting powder. So I actually bought one of these from my mom, and I'm going to give one to her because she was asking. I think she used up her flower nose one that she had. And I really like it. It's such a beautiful under eye setting powder. Very undetectable. If you have like a concealer that maybe looks a little thicker, or say it blended out a little bit more patchy than you like, this kind of does that blurring effect to help kind of conceal that, you know. So just great powders from Ulta. I'm very impressed, even with the translucent one that I got that could be from the old range without the water in it. I forgot to mention that the Ulta powders, both of them are made in Canada, and there's 0.25 ounces of product in there. I also hauled one of the new Revolution Silk Blush Blusher Sticks last week, and I love it so much. They're so affordable, but so nice. You guys know I'm into the cream thing now, right? Underpainting and then setting my whole face type of a deal. So I went and I bought them all. So there are 6 of them. I hauled one last week that I bought, and then I bought the other 5. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all 6 shades so you guys can see them together. So the Revolution Silk Blush Sticks have got 0.15 ounces or 4.5 grams, and they are made in China. So this is what the box packaging looks like. And the first one, again, that I purchased and hauled last week is Pinched Light Pink. And I do like that the sticker on the bottom coordinates to the color inside. So if you like store them upside down, you can kind of see the colors or which one you're grabbing for, you know. So this one here, again, is Pinched Light Pink, and I've worn this a substantial amount. So they have this marbling effect to them. You can see it better if I twist it up. But that one is Pinched Light Pink, and it's a silicone-based kind of formula. It's almost like a cream to powder, but if you put it over like unset foundation and stuff, it's got just this nice, beautiful, blurry type of a finish to it. I'd liken it most to a silicone-y kind of cream wanting to go to powder type of formulation. But very nice, easy to blend, super pigmented. I just really like them. And then I got Peachy Pink, which is right here. So this one is Peachy Pink. And then we've got Sundown Spice. This one is Sundown Spice. And that is good at giving like this real like sunburnt cheek look, which I adore that look. And then we've got Rosy Cheeks. So this one is Rosy Cheeks. And I've worn all 4 of those ones, and I just got these 2 right here. Same formulation as the others, but I haven't worn them just yet. And I've got a different blush on my cheeks today, which I will also show you in a minute. So this next one is called Berry Flush. This one is Berry Flush, right there. And the one that they didn't have in store, that's why I ordered these 2 online. I was like, well, if you get all 5, you might as well just get the 6th one too, since you like them so much. But they didn't have the Sun-Kissed Apricot in store, and I was really excited about this shade because it's a tangerine and it's so pretty. It's the exact shade that I was hoping that it would be. So again, this one is Sun-Kissed Apricot. And I just love that. So let me put the cap back on here and kind of give you guys a little buff out. Like you can really feel the kind of silicone in those, but you can see the pigmentation is there. It's not like they blend out to nothing, you know? I'm running out of fingers. So yeah, those are just awesome. They're awesome, super affordable blush sticks from Revolution. Again, they're the Silk Blush blusher sticks right there. And they're great. Really great product. Obviously, I got them all. And then for the blush that I have on, these just came out from Rabanne, and it's the Nudes Mini Blushy Palette. So there are a couple variations of this. I got Mean Girl Club, which are kind of like my 2 go-tos in both powder and I guess cream blush. I just like, if I was going somewhere and I were to grab 2 blushes, I'd grab like a tangerine, orange, coral, and like a pink, you know, along that type of vein. So these 2 shades in one little compact, I thought, well, since we're into the cream thing, this would be so handy to travel with because it's such a little tiny compact. Quite expensive for how much product that you're getting. 2.4 grams, 0.08 ounces of product, 2 shades. So each shade is only 0.04 ounces. Not a lot of product again, and it's quite expensive, but I do really, really like the product itself. Is really nice, pigmented, easy to blend out. I'm trying to find out here where these are made at. It says made in Italy on the packaging. I don't know where it says on the box there, but I'm hoping to get in store and see the rest of these because again, the formulation is super, super nice. So here's the little compact. And this is the shade of blush that I've actually got on my face today. Forehead, cheeks, just all the points that I like to put blush, chin, nose, stuff like that. So I've got this shade on, and they're just really creamy, pigmented, blendable blushes. I left those up so you could see them together. These are much more like creamy feeling to the touch than the Revolution ones, which definitely feel much more silicone-y. But again, they're so nicely pigmented and they just blend in really, really nice. So I like all of these blush products. So I was kind of worried when I first swatched the Rabanne one that it had that real like slicky feel to them. So when I started to blend them out, I thought they were going to blend into nothing, but they don't do that. Nicely pigmented. So yeah, really been enjoying all of these. I'm just so into the cream thing. And here I thought, for whatever reason, I thought I decluttered a bunch of my Fenty cream blushes, and I didn't. And I was so happy when I seen them in the drawer because I remember going through them. And I think what I did was I checked every single one to check the formula and stuff because they are a cream product and they do have a bit of age on them, but they don't smell and the consistency is the same from when I bought them. So I did end up keeping them all, and I've been wearing those too. And I'm so glad that I didn't declutter them because there's an orange, like a yellow based orange in there that's like a very, very unique, especially in a cream product, like a cheek product. That's just stunning on the cheek. So I'm really into the cream thing. I'm trying not to go overboard buying cream stuff, although I will be picking up some more CL stuff when the Sephora spring sale comes up because we're kind of going to go into summer, and I'm hoping to again be back on the horse by May. But I'm trying not to go too overboard buying creams because again, they do kind of, you know, expire quicker than powder products. But those Fenty cream blushes, man, I've had them for a while and they're still like the day that I bought them. So anyway, this one here is the Rabanne mini blushy palette right there in Mean Girl Club. You can see the whole cream blush lineup right there. And then I placed an order on the Givenchy website for this Prism Libre Skin Caring Corrector. I absolutely love the Skin Caring concealer. Now this product does not say concealer on it. It just says Skin Caring Corrector. And I wasn't sure what to expect. I just know that I love this formula, and this packaging looked the exact same as the concealer. So I was kind of hoping it would have more of a concealer consistency to it, but it has more of a, like a, not necessarily a foundation. It's a thinner product, like a very, very light, slightly buildable coverage. So it's more like, I'd say if you were trying to color correct certain smaller spots on your face type of a deal, like a layer deal. So it's not exactly like the concealer, but I still do like it. So again, did I tell you the shade even? I got it in pink. I think there are 2 or 3 of these available. 0.37 fluid ounces of product in here, and this guy's made in France. So the only place that I seen this available was the Givenchy website, and I think I seen it, I don't know, it was some type of ad or something. I was like, is that a pink, you know, in the concealer at the Givenchy? Because you know how much I love that product. And I was like, if that's in a pink, that's just going to be amazing. But it's more, again, like a kind of a you know, skin all over skin correcting type of a product because it's thinner. However, I have been using it, mixing it in with other products, and then also for a light coverage with some brightening effect. I have used it by itself as well. And I do like it like that. Just, I just don't get as much kind of coverage in that area, but I do get the brightness from it. I just want to show you guys the box that it came in. Like, such a pretty box for this product here from the Givenchy website. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the pink Skin Caring Concealer, and I think you should be able to kind of see in the swatch that it is just like a little bit more thinner, not quite as well. The concealer itself isn't thick either, but it's almost got just a little bit more of, I want to say serum, but it's more like a water-based serum as opposed to like oil, you know. So you can see the brightening kind of effect of that right there. And then my most used shade of the concealer is N95. So I have actually like been enjoying mixing these 2 products and mixing that pink with other concealers to get more pink to it. Or like, I've actually used that to fix a few other concealers more recently. One product I'll show you guys in a minute, but let's just go ahead and blend this out. So you can see there's a little bit of translucency to that compared to the concealer, which is more opaque. Yeah, like, and like if you look on my fingers there, I think you can tell through the camera there that there's just a little bit more of a serum, thinner type of a texture in that pink Skin Caring product. It's not a concealer, I wanted to say concealer. But I still really like it. I've been enjoying using it. On the back of the packaging it says pink color correction illuminates dull skin tones. So yeah, for like all over the face, right? Again, I've been enjoying mixing it because it's a pink in with other products like concealing products, and it's been working great like that. So this it says Prism Libre Skin Caring Corrector neutralizes skin imperfections and color irregularities for an even luminous complexion. I do feel like there's a bit of like luminosity to that product, but no visible shimmer or anything like that. Just this kind of luminous effect to it. Yeah, you can see that, but there aren't, like I said, there aren't like visible particles of shine or anything like that in it. Its pink formula tones up complexion and brightens dull, tired looking skin. So yeah, it's a cool product. I'm glad that I got it. It's not quite as opaque as I thought it was going to be, but again, still been enjoying that guy. So that is the Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer in pink. No, I said it again. Skin Caring Corrector, not concealer. And then I picked up a few products from Isamaya's new range at Sephora. Very intriguing new range of products. I loved the eyeshadow palettes from her old collection. Some of her packaging was super cool, especially the ones with the horses on it and stuff like that. So I got the 5-point lift in the lightest shade available, which is Fair. I just liked how the description of this read, which I'll read it to you guys. It's a 5-point corrector to lighten and reduce the appearance of dark circles and skin pigmentation. The sheer pearl encased in a rejuvenating marine extract. Like, doesn't that sound fabulous, right? Rich in antioxidants, has been added to help diminish under eye dullness, crow's feet, and wrinkles, and give a brighter, more youthful looking complexion. So all of that sounds great, right? And especially when it says a brighter, right? And it's called a concealer. So I target the under eye area, especially with claims like that. And this is the lightest shade available. This will not work for fair skin tones, even though it says fair here. It's got, I would almost say, like, for brightening, it would work on a light medium, potentially, for brightening around the eyes. That's like how deep it kind of looks. So I've used this by itself several times, and it does get finicky depending on what I have for like sunscreen or eye cream and stuff around my eyes. It can be hard to blend out. And so today I used the Peach and Lily eye cream, which I don't really have any issues with my normal concealers blending those out. But it seems to be a little finicky with the Peach and Lily. So that's where I also brought in the Givenchy to kind of help fix that blending, because it was getting a little difficult. It almost looks like it looks separaty when you try to blend it out, probably because there's like some skincare ingredients in there, you know. And that Givenchy worked great like that. Packaging on it is super cool. There's 0.13 fluid ounces or 3.7 milliliters of product, which is not a lot of product. And it is made in Italy, is what it says. So this is the box packaging. And I do think the packaging is cool. It's got Braille on the side of it right there. And this says CC03, so maybe they're going to expand the range at some point. You take the top off, it's got one of those little metal applicators. Now, if you like to push the end to get some product out and then swipe it, there is a chance that the product's going to shoot out. So you're going to either want to put it on your hand and push on and use your finger, or put it already on the skin when you push the little button, because there's a, like I said, I've pushed I think once or twice and like the product shot out onto the floor. So I'll just get a little bit out here, because it can kind of come out a little some kind of way, because it's very, very liquidy, very serum like product. It just, gosh, the feeling of it though, you guys, it feels so nourishing, so skin like. Or I said skin like, so skin care like a very nice hydrating serum type product, you know. You can start to see that it's oxidizing a little bit. You can see the differentiation between my actual skin and then the product. So that's kind of where I say it's not exactly fair skin friendly. But yeah, I'm going to continue to play around with this, especially like mixing it and stuff. I might actually even take it into my bathroom, and after I put my skincare on, just take a little bit and dab it underneath my eyes, and then just go in with a concealer like normal. Because I tend to like it most mixing it with other products, because again, it's a little bit light and a little bit harder to blend out by itself. But I'm going to still play around with it. I like the claims behind it. I do like how it feels underneath my eyes. Again, I do have it underneath my eyes today. You can see it could be a little bit brighter, you know, even though I mixed it with the Givenchy. I was trying to primarily use just this product. So it is a little bit darker right here than I usually like. And I even used the white translucent Ulta powder to try to, you know, brighten that up a little bit. Because when I use the pink Ulta powder, it actually deepens it just a little bit instead of brightening it. Because this is a darker, you know, a darker product. But you can really see the oxidation right there on the back of my hand. And then you can see it next to the two Givenchy products as well. But I love the claims and like the ingredients behind it and how it feels. It feels like so serumy and nourishing and stuff. I do wish it was a little more full coverage, a little brighter, and it blended out nicer, and it might be my like new go-to favorite under eye concealer. But even though it's not, I'll just continue to kind of mix it and stuff. So I probably used this product 5 times, and the little lever there you can see is all the way up to there. So you are just not getting a lot of product in here. So say I use this every single day, I'd go through it really quickly. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the 5-point lift from Isamaya right there. Again, I've got the lightest shade in Fair. I also got one of the lip liners, and I got the shade Flat White. I'm with everybody else on this, but trying to find the swatches and what the actual colors of the products look like online is near impossible. So I kind of thought this would be perfect, but it's actually lighter than I thought it would be. I do have it on my lips today. It is a wood style pencil, and there's 0.04 ounces of product, 1.2 grams. It's a shorter pencil. It's not really long for a wooden style pencil. It could be longer in this kind of distribution. And it's made in the Czech Republic. So again, I got flat white. I do like the color is on the end there. And this could, like, the formulation of it could be a little bit more creamy, but I find that I have to really layer up the product, and I don't know until I buy another shade, if I buy another shade. I'm really interested in Liberica. A lot of people have been talking about that, and it looks like it's a really unique shade, so I might get that at some point. But because this is quite light, I find that I have to go over it quite a few times to get definition, you know, like it's borderline blending my lips kind of into my face, so I have to really line it up to get that definition. So like if I were to just, you know, say do one line like that for lip liner, that's the color you're gonna get. Whereas if I go like back and forth in the same spot like this, which is what I've been doing, I get more definition out of it. And I do like that color. I just have to really build the product up to get that definition out of it, because otherwise it's quite light, you know. So if I had a little bit deeper color, then I might not, you know, think that I have to go over it so many times, you know. It's not super stiff, but it's not super creamy either. It's somewhere in between. It's not a super long wearing product or anything like that. But I like this shade when it's built up like that. And I just have to go over it so many times to get that color. But once I get there, I like the color. So I have got the lip balm, which I'm going to also show you in a minute, over it. And because that's a lip balm product, it's kind of eating away at the lip liner, and it's fading compared to when I originally put the lip liner on. So I kind of like it a little bit better with a lipstick as opposed to a really balmy type of product, so that it stays a little bit more definitive, because I find that otherwise it kind of, again, my lips start to blend into my face a little bit, you know. And there was a metal sharpener in the box too, but I lost it. I can't find it, but it is somewhere. But that's the lip pencil in flat white right there. And I do like that tone, like that. I wish I could just get that color out of a nice swipe and it was a little bit more long wearing, you know. But that's flat white in the lip liner from Isamaya. And then I also got the metal lip balm in Pantomime. We're gonna go with it. It says a melting lip balm formula infused with rich, pearlescent, multi-dimensional metallic pigments that create a reflective metallic effect. So 0.1 ounces of product in here, or 3 grams, and this guy is made in Italy. So this and the box have got Braille on it. The pencil does not have Braille on it. It's the box. The box does. The actual pencil itself does not. So I've also got this on my lips today. And I like the way it feels on the lips, like it feels like a lip balm, but when I put lip balm on, I put it on like a lip balm. You're gonna, you know, you want it nourishing your lips. You kind of like, you know, layer it up. Well, when you do that with this product, it gathers. It gathers kind of bad because of the metallic kind of sparkles in it. I don't like, after you get it on, I don't find it super gritty or anything like that. But while the product is like, the more product that you put on, the more apt it is to gather up. And it's a balm, it's a lip balm. You should be able to really slather it on, you know. But it looks best and it wears best with like one layer, one thin layer of the lip balm. But then you don't get quite as much shine either doing it that way. So I like it as shiny as can be, right? Because I had that first layer on for about, I don't know, 3 hours before I started filming. So you can see right here, as I'm putting this lip balm on, it ate away at the lip liner on my Cupid's bow there. There's like no lip liner there anymore. So I layer it up. I didn't like smush my lips together, but as we know, we eat and do all that, or, you know, go like that, it'll start, you can see it. It's picking up in certain places and bunching up in others. I love the shine when you really layer it up. That's what I want. I want that high shine. I want to be able to put it on, slather it on like a lip balm. But I kind of feel like you know, you can't do that because those metallic pieces want to gather up. So I've still been enjoying it. I just have to use it like thin, you know. So I'm actually gonna wipe off that inner rim because that's gonna look kind of tough as we carry on through the video, but so try to blot it off a bit so that it doesn't gather up. So that's the best way to wear the product, at least for me, because I don't like that look of the chunks of like product on my lips. So that's kind of how it looks best. And again, my lip liner is just disappearing. So, and it doesn't, like, the lip liner itself doesn't want to go on super well since the lip balm's already on. I typically put lip liner on first and then I go over with a lipstick or something. And it's just not wanting to grab. So we're just going to have to carry out the video like that. So anyway, that is the Metal Lip Balm in Pantomime. I think that's how you say it. Maybe. Oh, did I? Dude, let's swatch it on the back of my arm here for you real quick. There you go. I love the shine. I love the metallic finish. You know. But it doesn't stay looking like that in the sheer, unless you put it in that one sheer layer. Things look a little some kind of way after a minute. I also picked up the other shade of the Essence Lash Princess Liquid Liner. I originally hauled the brown shade, and I decided to get the black one as well. This one says waterproof on it. The brown one does not. However, I find the formula to be very similar. I've actually got the black one on as Black Wing Liner today. It's got a nice, like, long, flexible brush tip applicator with a well, which is my favorite mechanism for liquid liner, as you guys know. So I'm just going to swatch the black one, which I have on. It's got a satin matte finish. It's very, very, like, inky and richly pigmented. And then I'm going to swatch the brown one too so you can see them next to each other. But I really like both of these liners from Essence, and they're new. They're the Lash Princess liquid liners. This is what they look like. I would love these in more shades. So I'm just going to leave those there while we talk about some more products, and you can kind of see how they dry down in the finish of them. And then I also grabbed 4 of the new Buttermelt highlighters. Yes, 4 of them. I wasn't sure what to expect, but something about the advertisements that I've seen with them, they just look something that look like something I would just love, right? So I grabbed 4. I went on a limb and just grabbed 4 shades. I did have to order them online. They didn't have them inside of the store. So there are 3 shades with like a real frosty finish, and then 1 shade that they call a topper finish, which I can't tell online or not if, oh no wait, it does say, I think there's 1 other deeper shade that's a topper finish. The rest are, I guess it doesn't really say on the sticker on those ones, but it says on the sticker on the purple one that this is the topper finish. And I really wish that all of these had that topper finish formulation, because the base is more translucent and they got really beautiful sparkles in them. But just this shade is like that. These other ones, again, are more frosty, like pigmented metallics. And I'll swatch them all so you can see them. They got a beautiful buttery texture to them. And I've got on this purple one in number 1 Butter as a highlight today. And you can see that it's definitely got a purple base to it. It's more translucent than the other ones, but it does have some purple pigment to that. So if you do really layer it on, you're going to have some purple cheeks. So, but I do prefer this, you know, more translucent base to the other ones. I wish they were all in this type of suspension, because this one is just more sparkly and, again, a little bit more translucent than the others. So there's like a more solid swatch, and there it is blended out. And again, this is the shade that I've got on my cheeks today. They do have that kind of same buttery, coconutty, beachy kind of a scent to them. It doesn't linger on the face or anything like that, but it is in there. So you can definitely see in that one the purple. And then too, the packaging is really nice. I didn't expect it to be this thick of like a plastic packaging. I thought it would be like thinner or something, but it feels quite nice. I should tell you how much product is in here. 0.17 ounces or 5 grams. And these guys are made in China. So that shade there is number 1 Butter. And then we've got You Butter Work, which is the pink one. Now this shade here, again, is frostier, and it's got quite a bit of pigment to it. This for me is more of a frosty blush than a highlight because it does have a strong undercast of pink and quite a bit of pink pigmentation in it. You can see, yeah, you can see that right there. It's more of a frosty blush on my skin tone than a highlighter. And my mom loves frosty pink blushes, so I actually might give her this to try because I think that she will love it as a blush. So that one is You Butta Work. And then we've got Brighten Butta, which is a champagne. This one works great on my skin tone. Again, it's got some pigmentation to it. If I'm heavy-handed with these kind of products, on an unset cheek, it can get a little bit too bunchy. So I try to lightly, very, very lightly set it with powder, because there's also the option that if I really set that area, that the powder won't stick to it. So there's a fine line. But over unset cheek, this can get a little too thick. So I've just been putting a little bit of powder on the top so that it adheres, but it doesn't get super, super thick. But it's a really pretty champagne. So that one is Brighten Butta. And then same thing with Butta Mint. Quite a bit of a mintiness to it. I can also use this as a highlighter. Kind of similar to the tone of the purple one, where if I'm a little heavier handed, you're definitely going to see green, you know. And this one doesn't have the sparkles of the purple one. It's the same kind of formula as the other two. But it's really pretty and it's really unique in my opinion. It's like kind of this glowy green. So that one there is Butta Mint. But I love that the drugstore is coming out with products like this. Like, I remember, where was I? I think I was at my follow-up appointment and I was scrolling Instagram and these showed up on Trend Mood and I was like, ugh. So I kind of couldn't wait to get my hands on them, but I would love more iterations in the purple formula where that base is a little bit more translucent, but these ones here are just super frosty, super, super shiny. Nice formulas, pigmented, they blend out again really well over more so a set than unset, because again they get a little thick otherwise. So those again are the new Buttermelt highlighters from NYX right there. And I've got that purple one on today. And there you can see the finishes of those essence liners. I did purchase the new Natasha Denona Bloom palette. I really like this. I'm glad that it's branching a little bit further. Not a whole lot, but a little bit further from like basic neutral, warmy, cool area, if you will. So this is actually the palette that I've got on my eyes today. And this guy here has got a total of 0.62 ounces of product across 15 shades, and it is made in Italy. These are magnetized inside the palette as well, so you can see on the back, you can pop them out, you can put them in a freestanding kind of magnetic or switch it around with other Natasha Denona palettes. I really like the packaging. Very nice packaging. Hard plastic, the edging is like that soft matte texture to it. And then here are your 15 shades. There is a mirror in there, which I just leave the little plastic on. It doesn't reflect and I don't use the mirror anyway. So I think I've worn, yeah, I've worn every single shade in here because I've worn this palette quite a few times. And I love rusty red oranges on my green eyes. It just kind of helps them to pop a little bit. And if anything, if I were to change one thing, I would take just one of these kind of more similar matte tones and put in a deeper like black and brown maybe. But other than that, the coordination of shades is really, really great. Like light, medium, dark, just that one thing. But I do have actually, I have a sparkly black in a single that I think, is it Sephora or Ulta? Or somewhere. They throw in, depending on little point perks and stuff, you get the little mini Natasha Denona single shadows. So, I mean, I can swap that out with other shades in the collection as well. But otherwise, this is just a really beautiful palette. I have got, like, no complaints. I do get a little bit of fallout with, like, this shade here could be maybe just a little bit more smooth because it can get a little crumbly. So maybe just a little bit more silicone in it or something would be nice. But other than that, I mean, just a really nice eyeshadow palette. And then these next ones. And then these guys. I'm really trying to hold strong for the spring Sephora sale. I have got a massive, massive bucket going. But there are some products that I really just want to try and buy right now. So I guess time will tell whether or not I make it to the sale or if I just cave. And then these last three. Yeah, this one and the palette, what was the name of the palette before this? This one here, like they market it like it's this special kind of slightly multi-chrome, but it's a duochrome and it's a pretty shade, but it's nothing like multi-chromey, sparkly, shiny like Adept or Cleona or anything like that. It's a more safe version of a duochromey sparkle shadow. It's not over the top, basically. I really like the last two palettes that Natasha Denona came out with. They're probably my most worn palettes. Like when I got them, I was actually wanting to reach for them, where a lot of the other palettes, even though those are nice, I wasn't like, where's that Natasha Denona palette at? You know what I mean? So anyway, that is the new Natasha Denona Bloom palette, and that is what I've got on my eyes today. Right there. And then I did get in one PR package from Ardell, which are false eyelashes. You guys know my love of the false eyelash. I've got so many. So here is the box that they came in, and they sent me over their whole range of their press-on pre-glued under lashes. So I actually got some of these from Kiss, and I'd worn them. They're very, very easy to put on. You just put them underneath your eyelash, squeeze them together. The bigger sets have got applicators already in them, but for like they're more for everyday wear for me. Like I've got a strip lash of Lily Lashes in Mykonos Light on today. They're very, very dramatic. I do love me a dramatic lash. These are more like easy throw on everyday wear lashes. So I had actually given Shelby some of the Kiss ones, and she was wearing them because she doesn't usually wear like false lashes at all. And I was like, just try them out and tell me, you know, what you think. She said she loved them, and she said she had them on one day, and I was like, really? Because that's how like natural they looked. Her lashes looked long and like wispy, but you could not tell because they go underneath your lashes that she had fake eyelashes on. I was just like, wow. So they sent 3 of their smaller boxes and then 6 of the larger boxes. So I'm just going to show you all of them. And I've worn the most dramatic out of these lashes. So these ones right here. So when I wore these ones, I just put these ones on the outer and these ones right next to it. Oh, and that's all that I wore. And like on the outer corner especially, and that's how I like to wear like lashes, is like 2/3 lash to really kind of wing out the outer corner of the eye. These just do a really good natural job of doing that. So let me actually take these out so I can show you. There are 2 different lengths, and you don't want to touch the top because that's pre-glued. So you just grab them with, the other packages have got like a spoolie in them. I just use one of these little grippy deals, and I grab the lash component of it, and then I just plop it underneath there and then squeeze it together. And it's like that simple. And again, they're just very, very natural looking. I didn't tell you guys what style this one is. These ones are the Wispies Volume. Right here, and there's 14mm and 12mm in there. So these ones are Faux Mink Volume, and then the middle ones are the Wispies Volume, and then the top ones are the Naked Soft Volume. So you can see just how many different kind of styles they have there. And they sent 6 styles in the larger packages. So this first one is the Faux Mink Volume. And these ones here come with a little applicator in there so that you can squeeze them, you know, together right there in a little, I'm not sure what that end is exactly for. I should look. Yeah, I don't know, maybe to help like get them off of the tray. But these ones right here are the Faux Mink volume. And it says with new inner clusters, so those little tiny guys right there. And I have worn a set of these. I think I went to right there and I didn't wear the little tiniest guys because I like me some volume. And then we've got the Naked Natural, the Naked Soft volume, the Wispies Natural, and the Wispies Volume. And then the sixth one is the Faux Mink Natural. Right there. There's just nothing like opening up a box full of eyelashes. It's the greatest. So a huge thank you to Ardell for sending these guys over. My mom really wants to try them since Shelby loves them so much too. So I'm going to let them each grab a couple styles of these, and I'm going to keep the most dramatic ones for myself. And that is everything for the haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Cat down there.